Come in. Come in. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Let's do this. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the song Hope, but goddamn, that song is so good. Hello, everybody. How is you? How is you? Apparently, I do not know how to speak this morning. I am heading out to the UK today and just to go do some family stuff with my man, and wanted to hop on here and really just give you the step-by-step on how to create passive income through education. It's one of my biggest passions. It's actually how I've taken my business, my tattoo empire, to $1 million. And so we're in the 7-figure mark. Woo woo! You know, never thought that I'd ever be here. I knew I did once when I was a kid. I always thought I'd be on Forbes magazine, but it was one of those things where I just didn't know how I was going to get there. And you could have never told me in a million years that I would have gone through the tattoo industry and have gotten here at this point. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited you're here. Let me know that you're loving on this. Send me some emojis. Give me a fire emoji telling me that you're excited to listen to how, truly to scale your business while you're trading time for money as we're tattooing, and then cha-chinging on the iPhone when we're like making some money on the side as well, and how we really can create passive income streams while really being in service and being community oriented to our people and really helping guide transformation to people in a bigger way. So yes, let's fucking go. I love it, Jay. Hi, Kendall. Hi, honey. I'm so excited you're here. Yes. Loving on you guys so much. Thank you for joining me today. So if you are a tattoo artist who desires to create passive income streams through education, mentoring, or coaching, you're not going to want to miss this. You're going to want to stick around for all the things that we're going to talk about today. And also, just to let you know that my Scale Mastermind, which is it's my 6-month mastermind for tattooers who desire to become coaches, mentors, and educators, where we elevate how we can hold 2 businesses at one time, whether you are a tattoo shop owner and a tattoo artist, or a tattoo artist wanting to grow and scale their business. This is for you. You're going to love everything I'm going to drop. I'm going to drop how exactly I did it, basically how I went from creating my side hustle into a 6-figure business that took my business to the 7-figure mark. And so it's really interesting because it was accidental. It wasn't even like I didn't do it on purpose. It wasn't in my mindset that I'm like, I'm going to make $1 million one day when I do this coaching. Like, no, it was when in 2020, it was like, that's when it hit. I had gone to a few seminars, a few entrepreneurial seminars, and I was just like, okay, yeah, this sounds fun and interesting. And it was when I took a $298 Instagram growth course that I had created because I knew that so many tattooers were in need of that. And I was just like, let me figure out how I can help people in this way. And then it all of a sudden blew up to a multiple 6-figure business that makes me into a 7-figure entrepreneur. So really, the first thing is that, like, are you here and ready to live in growth as the whole human, as the whole artist, as the whole entrepreneur? That's really the biggest question here, because a lot of people don't realize that when we start to become the authority of our business, when we start to become the authority of a thing, we have to show up in that way. And sometimes that's really scary. And so when I became a mentor and a coach, it was really something that really up-leveled me in my business. It made me think differently. It made me think like a CEO. And I know if you know me, I'm talking about this a lot. I always talk about how to move from the starving artist mentality to the CEO mindset and start running your business like a motherfucking CEO, because that's really the only way that you're actually going to expand your business. The average millionaire has 7 different income streams. So if you are looking to be a millionaire, or if you're just looking to impact more people with your gifts, with your abilities, and really package it up really beautifully and really know how to sell it in the online space alongside your tattooing and alongside your tattoo business, then you're absolutely going to want to stick around for more. Okay, so I kind of like to look at passive income streams as very, very similar to to the very basic boiled down way of creating a tattoo, right? You have from design to finished product, right? So like you have an idea, right? Like it's an idea from nothing. We have nothing. There's a nothing. Well, that's what's so amazing about us as creative entrepreneurs, is that we take nothing and we create something out of it. So we take an idea, We organize that idea, right? We organize the design. We start to, or like put the design together. We create the stencil. We put it into, we put the stencil on the person and we make the tattoo, right? And so it's like, and then they have a finished product. So this is very, very similar to what it is that you're creating when it comes to education, when it comes to packaging an idea that you know that is like, oh my gosh, I know that this is going to help serve so many people more than just one-on-one. Like this is where we really grow and scale, because with scaling with tattooing, it's very hard to scale in tattooing. You have to incrementally get better and better and better. And whether that incrementally is fast or very slow, it doesn't, it's like we're continuously getting better. So what happens is that we have to in order to scale something bigger, it has to impact more people at a time. And it actually has to work, okay? So this isn't some scam kind of thing where you're like, here, let me just build a product and see if it sells. It doesn't actually work that way. You actually have to bring people results. You actually have to bring people transformation, just like in a tattoo. It's like, of course, so they're asking for a portrait. You say you can do a portrait and you actually can't do a portrait. You're not giving them the transformation that they want. So it's the same thing in education. It's like, what have you gone through in your lifetime that you know that has helped you so much that you would desire to help others do the same thing, right? This is how we build a holistic, a purpose-fueled, motivating business that you love being in, because you're helping guide people toward their own transformations to better their life and their businesses in return. And it's just because of the thing that you did for yourself. So number one, really, when I think about, let me just open up my notes here for you guys. So when I think about becoming a mentor and an educator, like the first year I became a mentor, I didn't know that a $298 course was going to bring me $40,000 extra in my business. And I was like, whoa, I made $40,000 from this. And it was just because I was so excited to help people learn how to utilize Instagram in a way that I thought was really, really valuable, how to market themselves in the online space so that they can continue to grow their tattoo business. Because there's a lot of tattooers out there that I was like, oh my gosh, you're doing amazing work. How is it that you're not booked out? It makes no sense. So I started to reverse engineer the things that I had done in my own life, package it into a program, and I began to sell it. And then after I had sold it for $40K, I started to realize, for a full year, I made $40K my first year of coaching. I was like, wow, an extra $40,000 where I didn't really have to do all that much. Like, it did have to do more work, but it wasn't like I had to be in person with this person. So every time I got a little cha-ching in my bank account from me while I'm tattooing for $298, I was like, wow, I made an extra $298 today. That's amazing. And so then all of a sudden it started to snowball effect. I started to invest in myself, invest in more coaching, invest in mentorship, invest in consulting. I started to expand my business, hiring more assistants, hiring more people to help me out in this. And that's really when the ball started to roll a little bit faster. And then all of a sudden, just this past month, I made over $120,000 in my coaching in the last program that I had just sold called Beyond the Stars, and in 1 month, on top of the $15,000 I made in tattooing. So you have to understand that there's so much room to scale. There's so much room to scale. And off the program that I had created in 2020, which I had refined over time every single year, it has grown to the capacity where, maybe I sold 5 the first time, but now I'm selling all the way up to 84,000 in 1 month. And so I say this because of the fact that there is so much limitless potential in being able to help people in an impactful, huge way, in a holistic, beautiful way, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep this all to myself. And so I created Scale. Scale, I ran for the first time last year. We had 12 people. We had 12 amazing artists in who did incredible things for their businesses. And what I loved about Scale was what it inadvertently had done. It inadvertently helped them grow their tattoo business as well as their coaching business. So we have people like Gio. If you don't know who Gio is, she's an absolutely amazing tattoo artist who decided to open up one-on-one coaching for herself, who now has 6 one-on-one coaching clients clients. And she sold intensives, which is like one-on-one work to teach tattooers like how to build their business and how to be more creative in their tattooing. And we also have Hannah, who is another amazing tattooer who runs a business, who has 2 tattoo shops. She is also a tattoo artist, and she's building an apprenticeship program for apprentices who desire to become apprentices, so that it makes it easier for the mentors like you and I to, take on these people that we want to take on there. She's helping them build portfolios. We have another artist named Roma, Tattoo Amore. If you've never heard of her, you should go check her out, where she teaches you the foundational aspects to tattooing. And then there's others like Allie, who started doing energy healing work along with her tattooing and started to create 2 passive income streams, which also she had said that it grew her business because of this reason, because she stepped into this coaching mentoring space and started to brand herself versus just her as a tattoo artist. And so you have to understand, like, these things are, they're going to not only help the tattooing in part of your business, but they are also going to help you understand and expand your mind to scaling. So how we do this, right? Number 1 is really just the idea. What's the idea? If you have a burning fucking desire to help people, if you have a burning desire to help people in a way that is just expansive for you because you've done something for yourself and you just were like, yes, this is exactly what I love. Like for me, it started off with an Instagram course, and then it started off with like, how do I go into the holistic mental health realm? So then I started doing like meditation 22 and unfuckwithable, and then I was helping people go through Booked Out and how to lead through feminine leadership. Like that's my angle. It's because I'm like, oh my gosh, how do we get into this balance? And so I have coaching experiences and programs that are like all over the place. It's not just tattoo techniques. I can do all of the things because I have the way that I have branded myself. So number 1 would be first the idea and how we brand it, how we package it in a really easy way. And then the second is building that irresistible offer. How do we create an irresistible offer that people can't say no to, right? So what we do is we begin to understand how to market that in a way that really showcases the thing that we're offering, as well as ties it all the way back to the biggest brand message. Okay. And then once we build this irresistible offer, we package it all like nicely in a nice little program and package digital product. Then we begin the marketing. And as we market, we understand how to soulfully sell from our heart, not pushy, where people, instead of being pushy, you're like, oh, no, I'm going to allow people to lead themselves into my inbox, to lead themselves to the sale. Because at the end of the day, empowerment marketing is everything. I utilize it in my tattoo part of my business. I utilize it in my coaching part of my business. So now I'm always empowering people to walk themselves to me, to the sale, so that when I am tattooing, people and like your sales pages become just a funnel machine. So what your Instagram does, or what your social media does, it creates a funnel, and it creates like a money-making machine while you sleep. And so all of a sudden you have the idea, right? That's number 1. Number 2, you have the irresistible offer. That's what we create, how we package it, all the good things. And then number 3 is how we create the money-making funnel, right? Like the money-making machine, how we funnel that in so that you don't have to work. You don't have to if you don't desire it. If you want to create all this funnel, right? So it's creating our Instagram as a funnel to lead people to the sales pages and then to the conversion of actually selling the product. So then we create this seamless, streamlined way of bringing people into the offer, getting them to fall in love with the offer, and then buying the offer. And you wake up, with some money in your pocket right before a tattoo or during a tattoo. And that's actually something that I'm really, really good at. I'm really good at marketing. That's why I teach marketing. And so after we get into the irresistible offer, we create the funnel, the money-making machine funnel, right? The funnel to bringing people in. Then we understand the marketing aspect of it so that it continuously just does this all the time without you even thinking. And this is how we become omnipresent. And what's so beautiful about this aspect of it is that you can hold 2 different businesses at the same time when you become the brand. So I teach tattooers who are on their way to being like, I want to up, definitely like move up to the aspect of coaching. They're amazing tattooers and they're moving up to the aspect of coaching and mentoring and really branding their business. They become the brand, which ends up creating this almost funnel and vortex and magnetism toward you being the go-to person for this thing. Not only for the tattoo style that you do and the tattoos that you do and the tattoo experience, but also for this other side and beautiful experience. And so by the end of that, we launch it. So at the end of we're going to have 6 months together. I only open this twice a year. So it's only open twice a year for 15 artists that would desire to really, really build their business. Like, I mean, you're talking about as much as you want or as whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. It's one of those things where if you can think it, you can have it. It's like, that's how beautiful this gets to be. You know, and we're talking about people making an extra 5K, 10K, 20K months. Like I'm on the part of my business where I've just created 60K cash months easily through the coaching aspect of my business, through helping people meet massive transformation, which is so fucking fulfilling. It is the most fulfilling thing in the whole entire world to see people light the fuck up and do something different with their lives and with their businesses, and to see them grow and expand and become so brave, you know? But that's the thing, is that you've got to go first. Leaders go first. And so when it comes to moving through this, we definitely do go through the vulnerable leadership aspect of things, because at the end of the day, the only way you're going to get that confidence in doing something like this is that confidence is earned through brave action. You won't get anything. You're not going to get confident in any of this. It's like taking the brave action. And so this might mean investing in yourself. This might mean just taking the leap and going for it. This might mean other things. But at the end of the day, confidence is earned through brave action. So you can't earn confidence. You can't earn more. You can't earn anything more, whether it be growth, money, freedom, success. You can't earn it all. And you can't earn those things without brave action. So this is where, you know, you step into those shoes. If you're ready to step into that role, if you're truly ready, if you're ready, DM me and we'll send you the link. Or if you want to put scale down at the bottom, we're going to send you a link. It is by application only. I'm talking about, like, we want real people, real artists that are really, really, really desiring to take their business to the next level, because this isn't for the faint of heart. I'm going to tell you right now, like, everybody likes the pipe dream of making passive income and meeting $1 million, but most people actually aren't even ready for it because they're operating from a space that doesn't believe they're actually capable of it. So this is why it's application based only. We are going to have a call, and then we'll see if we can enroll you. We'll see if it's a good fit for you and I, because at the end of the day, this is such an elevated space, and I really desire for people to see this all the way through, and for people that are really serious about taking their business to that next level. Okay? So you can either DM me or comment scale at the bottom. I love you guys so much. I'm about to head out on a plane. I'm about to head out to the UK to go visit my man's family. And in that just right now, I literally just got paid. I literally just got paid $500 right now. Literally just ding, ding, ding on here. So it's like, it's one of those things where it is true, it's real, it's beautiful, it's wonderful to be able to do the things, to be able to upgrade to first class if I want to be able to take my parents out and upgrade them to first class so that they can go visit my brother in Portugal. Like, this is where it gets to be so expansive and so freeing in a way that's holistic, heart-led, purpose-fueled business. This is the kind of business that I want to be running, and if this is the kind of business that you want to run too, I'll see you guys in scale. I love you.